It was a hot Tuesday afternoon at T Junction in Aba. The street buzzed with noise from market vendors, conductors and drivers, each striving to get their daily bread. T Junction was a battlefield where only the smart could survive. In a corner stood a beautiful girl named Zara, balancing a trail of ripe banana on her head, waiting for one particular customer, Williams, the notorious monster who takes pleasure in destroying the lives of innocent girls. Williams was a billionaire who owned most of the shops and shopping complex around T Junction. So every day, he would come around with his black jeep, pretending to inspect his properties. But he had other agenda in mind. He sits in his car and scans the entire area, searching for his next target. Small girls between the ages of 16 and 18 hawking items around. He approaches them with the notion of buying what they were selling, entices them with money. Eventually, he lures the vulnerable ones to a hotel room and brutally takes their virginity, after which he tosses aside, not caring the emotional or psychological damage his actions would cause. And the girls, they dared not speak up because Williams had friends everywhere, even in the police station. That day, Zara's movements were pre-calculated. Her clothes, her hair, everything was planned. Zara was not a helpless banana seller as she appears to be. She was out on a mission for revenge. Zara had just returned from National Youth Service when she heard the most shocking news of her life. Ngozi, one of her closest neighbor's daughter, died while trying to abort a pregnancy. And Ebere, the younger sister to Ngozi, was pregnant for the same man that got her sister pregnant. And the culprit is none other than Williams. Ngozi and Ebere were hardworking and decent girls, the only surviving children of Papa and Mama Ngozi, the popular banana sellers at T Junction. The girls were beautiful, well-mannered. Ngozi was in SS3, while Ebere was in SS1. Every day after school, Ngozi and Ebere would go to T Junction to help their parents sell bananas. That was where the predator caught them. When Papa and Mama Ngozi discovered what had happened to their daughters, it was already too late. Ngozi bled to death in their arms. When they questioned Ebere, she revealed that it was Mr. Williams that got them pregnant, with the promise of marrying them and sponsoring them in school. Papa and Mama Ngozi were devastated. They reported the matter to the police, but the DPO, Inspector Sado, said the girls were promiscuous, that there were no evidence to convict Mr. Williams of the crimes they were accusing him of. That was how the case was thrown out without proper investigation. So, dear viewers, how do you deal with such stubborn goat? This is not a fairy tale story. This is the story about revenge, second chance, and redemption. Will Zara succeed in her quest for justice, or will Williams, with his billions and connection, swallow her up? Let's find out. Later that evening, just as Zara had predicted, Mr. Williams drove his black jeep to T Junction and parked at his usual spot, surveying the area. Suddenly, his eyes landed on a beautiful girl hawking bananas. Williams had never seen her there before. He knew all the hawkers by their names. Was she new here? He wondered. Williams surveyed the new girl very well from his car, and immediately, his man beads in between his leg jerked up. This girl was exotic. She was poor but very beautiful and pleasing to the eyes. She was older than the usual teenagers he liked. But what do they say? The older they wine, the better. Williams got down from his jeep and walked towards Zara, pretending to buy banana. "Hello, fine girl," he said with a smile on his face. "Good evening, sir," Zara greeted. "Do you want to buy bananas?" "Ah, yes. How much is this bunch?" "It's 500 naira, sir." Williams brought out a new 1,000 naira note. "Wrap one bunch for me and keep the change," he said, as he handed the new note to Zara. "Sir, no, I don't accept free money from my customers. I don't have change, so just pick another bunch of banana to complete your money." Williams looked at Zara in surprise. Other hawkers never rejected the extra money he gave. His interest in her increased at that moment. "I bet she's still a virgin," he said as he smiled internally. "But why? I'm offering you the money. Why are you refusing it?" "Sir, my mother said I shouldn't collect free money from men. Please collect another bunch of banana or I won't sell to you." William smiled at her. He was impressed. Right there and then, he made it his mission to make her his next conquest. Williams reluctantly took another bunch of banana with a smile on his face. "Thank you, sir. Please come back and buy banana tomorrow," Zara said with a smile. The target has taken the bait. Now it was show time. The next day, Mr. Williams came and bought bananas. He offered Zara more money, but she refused. He came the day after, and for the next couple of days, Williams bought banana from Zara. Each time, he would try to entice Zara, but she knew better. She was not a vulnerable teenager. One day, Mr. Williams came to T Junction to buy banana, more like to see his new catch, Zara, but he couldn't find her. He scanned everywhere with his eyes from his car, but couldn't find her. He was disturbed. He got down from his jeep and searched around the market like a man who lost his puppy. But that day, Zara never showed up. Williams went home feeling disappointed. He wanted to see his next plaything, to talk to her, to woo her, but she didn't show up. Was she sick? Or had she stopped selling here? Williams was worried not because he genuinely cared for Zara, but because she had something that he wanted, her virginity. For the next few days, Williams came to T Junction to look for Zara, but couldn't find her. By the fourth day, he was frustrated. He had never waited this long to have any girl. Usually by the third day, the most difficult girl had fallen for him and his charms. So why was this particular girl so hard to get? He thought, as he was overwhelmed with anger and frustration. But the very next day, he came back like a lost puppy. And then, his eyes landed on Zara, his sweet Zara. Williams dashed out of the car like a madman towards Zara, who was standing at her usual spot with a tray of banana on her head. When Williams came very close to Zara, he noticed that her eyes were puffy from crying. Her countenance was dull. She had even lost weight. "Hello, my friend. Are you okay? I came to buy banana the other day, but you were not here. Were you sick?" Williams asked with concern on his face. Zara bowed her head in silence, avoiding his gaze. Williams pressed further. Then Zara finally spoke. "I'm not sick. It's my poor mother. We rushed her to the hospital the other day. The doctor said she needs surgery, and I don't know where to get money for her surgery. And I'm the first child with 4 younger siblings," Zara said as tears streamed down her face. William smiled internally. The perfect opportunity to get her had just presented itself. If he offers to pay for her mother's medical bills, then Zara will feel indebted to him. Then she will offer herself in return, he thought. "Stop crying, Zara. How much is the hospital bill?" "It's 750,000 naira, sir." "Okay, stop crying. I will help you pay your mom's hospital bill," he said. "No, sir. I can't accept free money from you, sir. I don't have anything to repay you with, sir." "Come on, Zara. You need this money to save your mother's life. Drop your pride for once," William said. But Zara shook her head. "I can't take money I didn't work for." Williams was silent for a minute, and then he said, "Okay, here's my proposal. I will help you pay your mom's hospital bill. Then you can come work for me as my house help. I have been looking for a hardworking girl like you to help me with chores in my mansion." Boom! The opportunity she had been waiting for. The stubborn goat had finally entered the trap. "But sir, will your wife like me? I don't want wahala." "Zara, I'm not married yet, so you don't have to worry about anybody not liking you. You work for me now." That was how Zara entered William's mansion as the maid. The day she arrived, William's spoiled girlfriend Naomi was around. "Who is this?" she asked in a rather condescending way, clearly not pleased that her fiancé brought in a maid that was that beautiful. "Her name is Zara. She's my new maid. She will be helping me with chores in the house. But, but why do you need a maid? I mean, look at her. She looks dirty and local. What can this one do? You should have told me to get someone better for you, Naomi said. Naomi, she's here now. I personally employed her. And please, I don't have time for this talk, he said as he walked out. Naomi glared at Zara with anger. But who cares? For the next couple of days, Zara studied Williams, his businesses, his routine, just to know his weakness. And Williams too couldn't stop admiring Zara. He had tried all the tricks he knew to get her to sleep with him, but it was like she was made of rock. He was frustrated, at the same time intrigued by her. He couldn't quite place his feelings for her, whether it was the thrill of the chase, or lust, or obsession. He wanted her badly. Months passed, and William started having feelings for Zara. She was perfect in every way. At first, he wanted to play with her, but now he didn't want to just sleep with her and dump her. He desired something solid with her. Over the weeks, Williams broke up with his long-term girlfriend Naomi, and he started hanging out with his wayward friends, all for Zara. But Zara didn't care. All she wanted was for him to pay for all his sins. One day, Williams summoned all his courage and confessed to Zara about his feelings for her. Zara, I know it sounds weird, but I just couldn't keep it inside anymore. I really like you. No, I love you. Your presence in my life and in this house makes me want to be a different person. I don't know what you feel towards me, but whatever it is, I would accept it in good faith. I don't want to lose you. Zara smiled shyly. I don't know what I feel about you. You're a nice man, but I'm scared I'm not up to your standard. I mean, I'm your maid. And Naomi too. I don't want anybody to break my head. Naomi is not a problem. We broke up weeks ago and I don't care about your family background. I just love you. Please be mine. Zara accepted William's proposal, and now it was time to tear down his life piece by piece. Williams was madly in love with her now. He even trusted her and gave her access to his studies, where he kept important business documents. The first thing Zara did was to hack into Williams' phone, and she deleted all his contacts using a special computer that she had prepared. That evening, when Williams came home, he had a deep frown on his face. Something was definitely bothering him, and Zara knew exactly what the problem was. But she had to keep up the good girlfriend facade. Welcome, baby. How was your day? She asked. You look tired and angry. Did somebody offend you at work today? It's nothing serious, babe. I don't want to bore you with it. Come on. You are my man and I want to know what's bothering you. Okay. I lost all my contacts today. Oh. I mean, I don't know how, but 1 minute they were there and the next minute, everything was cleared. My business contacts, my important clients are all gone, William said with worry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but have you checked your phone for any virus or something? Yeah, I took it to a software engineer, but he couldn't do anything about it. Zara smiled victoriously. This was just the beginning. The next day after Williams left for work, Zara hacked into his email and wreaked havoc. She cancelled appointments, terminated contracts, closed business deals prematurely, and logged him out of all his email accounts and changed the password so he won't be able to log in from his phone or computer. When Williams got home that evening, he was in full panic mode. He paced nervously around the whole house. He lost his contact. Now someone has logged him out of his email accounts where he had important clients and business deals. Zara stood in a corner, laughing and sneering at him. It felt good seeing his world crumble, but she still had to show concern. So she went to him and tried to calm him down. But Williams was agitated. That night, he couldn't sleep. He kept calling his software team to help him restore all what he lost, but it was already too late. Zara had prepared for this meticulously. She had everything planned out to the T. By the next evening, Williams couldn't eat. He was mad with worry. Babe, please calm down. Try to eat something at least. I'm worried for you, Zara said. Honey, you don't understand what is going on. I think my phone and email had been hacked. What? Who could have done something like this? Zara said, faking her surprise. I don't know. I don't know. I know I have a few enemies, but I can't think of anyone who would have done this to me. I'm in big trouble. My software team haven't been able to come up with anything, and I have important emails to attend to. But, babe, don't you have a backup somewhere else? Zara asked. Babe, everything is gone. Everything just vanished. I just don't know what to do, William said as tears streamed down his face. Zara sat next to him all night, consoling him. If only he knew his greatest enemy was sitting next to him. Weeks passed and Williams couldn't recover his lost files and emails. Everything was gone. His business started going down. His top clients started pulling out of their deals. Contracts were cancelled left, right, center. His business was sinking by the day, and he couldn't explain why he was suddenly faced with difficulties. Zara watched him in pain and agony as his business, his empire that he had worked so hard to build, crumbled piece by piece. That serves him right. Now he could feel a tiny bit of the pain his victim felt when he destroyed their lives and future. She wanted to tear him apart till he had nothing but just the clothes on his back, but she decided to put an end to her revenge. She was turning into a monster herself. So one day, Zara revealed everything to him. Williams, let's break up, she said. Why? Did I do something wrong? Are you leaving me now that my business is ruined? Please don't leave me, Williams begged. If I stay with you, I will destroy you further until you are completely ruined, Zara said coldly. What do you mean destroy me further? Williams asked with confusion on his face. Haven't you noticed that things started going bad for you when I moved into your house? Babe, it's just coincidence. I love you. Please stop talking like this. You're scaring me, please. You should be scared of me, Williams. Everything that had been happening to you was all planned by me. I'm not some poor helpless banana seller as you thought. I'm actually a graduate of computer science, so I know my way around computers. Truth is, I hacked your phone and your computer, and I cleared all your contacts and email. I sent your business partners fake emails that ruined your business. Zara dropped the bombshell. Williams fell to his knees in shock. He trusted Zara, and she had been the one behind his misfortune. Hot tears flowed down his cheeks as the reality of Zara's betrayal sank deeper into his heart. You deceived me. But why? Williams said as he cried bitterly. You deceived me too, Williams. You planned to sleep with me and then dump me, like the other teenagers who you took their virginity and ruined their lives without caring. Ngozi, an innocent 18-year-old, died while trying to abort a pregnancy you are responsible for. Like a berry who just gave birth to a baby. Your baby. You thought you were rich. You thought you were untouchable. Now how does it feel to be betrayed by someone you love? You ruined the lives of those little girls. You made parents shed tears over their daughters. Williams, you ruined families. You don't deserve mercy. You belong in jail. I plan to take everything from you. Your houses, your cars, your shopping complex. But no, I changed my mind. I don't want to become a monster like you. I don't want to spend a second with you in this house, pretending to love you when I hate you with passion. I hope you will have a change of heart from now on. Stop toiling with innocent children, all in the name of having fun. Have a good life, Zara said as she picked her luggage and walked out on Williams and his sick life. Williams sat on the floor in his living room for hours, crying. He was a broken man. He never saw anything wrong in luring those young girls with money. He thought it was fun. Now the weight of his sins weighed on his shoulders, almost drowning him in his guilt. Somebody died because of him. Somebody was put in a murder's way prematurely because of him. He cried bitterly as his guilt ate him up. William sat on the same spot for days, crying and regretting his life. He thought of how to atone for his grievous sins, how to make up for the damage he had caused. Then he decided to visit the families of the girls he had deceived. That week, William sold his shops and shopping complex and most of his assets to compensate for the pains he caused. He went to Mama and Papa Ngozi to beg for forgiveness, but Papa Ngozi chased him out with a pestle and asked him to go and die with his blood money. Williams went to the houses of the other girls. Some of their parents forgave him, while others cursed him. Some poured him water, telling him to get out. But Williams didn't give up. He was the desperate man seeking for redemption. He kept going to the girls' houses to beg until he got their forgiveness. And after many long months, he was forgiven by most of the parents, while others said over their dead bodies we don't forgive him. Williams didn't give up. He vowed to keep apologizing till they all forgave him, even if it took years. Williams discovered that he had 3 children from his illicit activities with the young girls. Some of the young girls had gotten pregnant for him, and 3 babies were made. That was how Williams, the billionaire playboy, became a father to 3 children. He placed the children and their mothers on monthly allowances and accepted responsibilities for them. He vowed to take care of the children and their mothers. Williams changed his wayward ways. He became a better person. He knew he would never be able to pay for all his sins, but he hoped he would find redemption and peace. Thank you for watching. Hi lovelies, what do you think of this story? Do you think William should have gotten a harsher punishment for all his grievous crimes? If you were Zara, how would you have handled this situation differently? Let me know in the comment section below. The moral of this story is that we should beware of predators. They come in different shapes and sizes. Protect your loved ones today. Share this video with your loved ones to learn a thing or two from it. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so. Please subscribe to our channel. Turn on the bell icon to get notification on our latest releases. And tell us where you are watching from in the comment section below. And until I bring another juicy and interesting story your way again, bye for now.